Welcome back to another episode of Dr. Taste Good Barbecue. What I have for you today. Today we're going to be doing up twice baked potatoes over on the S&S Kettle Grill. Enjoy. For those of you who have not done twice baked potatoes before, it's pretty simple, but it is a little time consuming. What we're going to do is bake up some potatoes, scoop it out, and then use that filling. It'll be kind of a mashed potato mix. Use whatever you got in your fridge. A couple of things though that you will need. You'll either need milk, half and half, heavy cream, something to mix up in that mashed potato mix. But go to your fridge, see what you got, make it different every time. Got the charcoal heating up. Let's get rolling. So as I get this charcoal on, this jealous double, big black, might be a good time to talk about something here. So you may be asking a couple of questions at this point. So why, when I wrapped my potatoes, I didn't put any oil or anything in like that, or why did I wrap them at all? The reason for that is I've found when I'm on the grill, if I put oil on them, there's a good chance of them being a little too crispy on the outside. And also, when I put the foil on, it protects them. Because I've done these without the foil, and it tends to really scorch on the outside there. So with these twice baked, we want that outside to be preserved a little bit. So here we go. My plan is about a half hour, then I'll flip them. This cook will take about an hour on these guys. Then we'll be back. Okay, well, I blew way past the hour mark here, so not well past. They're still firm. Probably went about 40 minutes or so. So let's get these guys flipped over. And we'll continue. It's just been a bit over an hour. So let's kind of check them out. A couple ways you can test them. You can kind of squeeze them. You can take your probe, see if it's 200 something degrees, or you can just probe. Yeah. Coming out clean, easy. So we're all good. So we're going to let these cool off a little bit, unwrap them, slice into them, and start making up a mashed potato mix. Okay, so I'll do one of these up for you. It's not rocket science. So we're basically just taking out the foil here. You can see how I was talking about earlier, how it really protected the outside, which is key. So we're just going to cut it straight down the middle here. And we've let these cool, but they are still very warm. So just going to kind of score them up a little bit. Don't be as careful as you can. Not to ding up the outside, but a couple of these are going to be fails. So just so you know. And the scoring up just helps you when you come back with the spoon. And all we're doing is just starting the center there and just spooning it on out. Kind of work your way around the outside. That's okay if you leave some of the potato in there. I'd rather do that than ding up the outside. So you kind of, I guess we can call this canoeing them out. Something like so. See that guy? Alright, that's what you're shooting for. Let's keep rolling. So as you can see by the steam still coming off it, we're still hot, and that's a good thing. So we're going to go ahead and dump in our cream cheese here. This is I went with the onion and chive. think that'll be good. Bacon bits, of course. More the merrier. Don't want that in there. Now we got that cream cheese in there, but I still want to go with some sour cream. And again, these aren't scientific measurements here. I have this gorgonzola cheese left over that I had from the, you guys saw the flank steak cook? Still got leftovers. So we're going to mash this down, see how we're doing. And then we're going to need some liquid, so I got that half and half. I just want to see how this mixes together as it is. It's so darn hot. It's going pretty good. So we'll put a little splash of the half and half. And again, at this point you're kind of making mashed potatoes. So the only thing you're going to miss here as I fast forward is we're going to be kind of going through, and if I need to add more half and half, I will. So here we go. So that was pretty good. You saw I busted one up, which isn't bad. And I'm surprised, well, in the comments, I'm using the old school potato masher here. That's right out of the 70s. So what we're doing here is just filling these guys up. And I kind of talked about earlier how I didn't put any oil when I wrapped them. And we're going to oil these on the outside because we're going to crisp up this outside when we get them here for the twice bake. But we're just loading these guys up the best we can. And we'll just, again, fast forward through this for you guys. I'm going to have some extra, which is good. I just love this stuff. So I've decided they really don't have a bunch of color on them. So I'm going to put a little cayenne pepper on a few of them. My wife doesn't like the spice, so I'll leave a couple for her here. And we're going to be cooking these fairly shortly. So I'm going to leave them out. I'm not going to refrigerate them, but we're going to cook them to an internal of about 165 or above. Put a little more bacon on top, just because why not? We'll pop some chives over them. There we go. Brian Adams' kids are out. There we go. We got about a half hour to go before we put them on the smoker here. I've shut the vents down about half. These kids are going to be the death of me. Alright, the show must go on. Okay, it's about time to get them back over on the S&S kettle. Just spray them all up. Some avocado oil spray. And this will help crisp them up on the bottoms. Now let's cut into her. See if she's set up. There we go. It's coming back for that taster. So, the twice baked potato. Is it a lot of extra work from the mashed potato? Yes, it is. But if you like eating the skin, like I do, this is the way to go. It does take time. time and patience. So let's get a little bite here. See there? So I want to get that skin. It's just a flavor explosion. First thing that hits me is that smoke. So I put that hickory smoke on there. Definitely tasting that, so I know the old lady inside isn't going to like that. You get that cayenne pepper, you get some chive, you get that gorgonzola cheese. It's just awesome. Totally awesome. So hey, give it a shot. Hey, if you like the video, make sure you hit that like. I'll put a subscribe icon for you. Right there. Some more S&S Kettle videos right about there. Hey, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.